There is palpable tension in the Independent National Electoral Commission (Inec) over the continued push by the All Progressive Congress (APC) leadership to ensure participation of Senate President Ahmed Lawan and Godswill Akpabio in the 2023 senatorial elections of Yobe North and Akwa Ibom North-West senatorial districts respectively. In fact, the morale of Inec staff at some of the state offices has been dampened because some of the reports of the monitoring committees are either being tampered with or ignored. As a result of this, Inec has instigated and encouraged many litigations in various federal high courts across the country. At the last count, the Commission acknowledged that there are over 300 cases filed in court that it is joined as a party. That is not all. The election and political parties monitoring EPM and legal departments of the Commission under the direction and control of Inec leadership have become theatres of intrigues as politicians are preying on both departments to perfect their underhand ploys. As it is for APC, so it is for PDP. For instance, in Kano, where the REC Professor Risikuwa Shehu Arabu addressed the press recently that the only governorship primary the state office monitored produced Mohammed Abacha, son of late maximum dictator General Sani Abacha, but was changed by APC leadership and INEC's EPM department for one Ambassador Sadiq Wali. In Yobe State, where Senate President Ahmed Lawan has tried unsuccessfully so far with APC leadership to intimidate Bashir Sheriff Mashina, winner of the senatorial election, to step down, other forces have been mobilized with a view to getting the name of the Senate President on the ballot. This happened before the REC handed over on expiration of his tenure last month. REC Makama removed all entities. The letter would have suggested that the APC leadership had earlier given indication to INEC that a fresh senatorial primary was in the offing as early as June 7, 2022, wherein the Senate President may have participated in a primary monitored by INEC as stipulated by law. But the letter itself would have created an impossible scenario as Senator Lawan was contesting for the presidential ticket at the party's convention in Abuja at about June 7, 2022. Under Section 84, Subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 22, monitoring of party primaries by INEC is mandatory. The Act used the word "shall" twice to underscore the importance. It states a political party seeking to nominate candidates for elections under this Act shall hold primaries for aspirants to all elective positions which shall be monitored by the Commission. Section 29, Subsection 1 of the 2022 Act provides that only candidates that emerged from valid primary can be submitted to INEC for publication. Section 84, Subsection 13 states that where a political party fails to comply with the provision of the Act, INEC shall reject the names submitted to it by political parties. Just as it happened in Kano, the story same in Abia, where in the previously published particulars of NAS candidate Inec that monitored Abia Central Senatorial District Primary won by Sam Onwigbo, who defeated his closest rival Chief Henry Oko by 157 to 152 votes, has surprisingly accepted from APC one Emeka Atuma, who Onwigbo alleged did not buy nomination form for Senate and never participated in the process to replace the winner. Again, in the just published particulars of candidates 48 hours ago, APC National Working Committee first wrote a letter for the use of direct mode of primary that was monitored by Inec state office, but another parallel primary with indirect method was allegedly held at another venue not monitored by Inec. Yet a former civil servant staff of Inec recently appointed as National Commissioner instructed that the name of the individual from the so-called indirect primary conducted without ward, local government area and state delegates should be forwarded and the primary monitored by state office ignored. Worse still is Akwa Ibom State, where out of the 26 candidates that emerged from valid primary elections conducted and monitored by INEC state office, only 2 names were taken from the report of the state office. Instead, the APC leadership chose to pick just 2 names from the list of primaries monitored by INEC and uploaded to INEC 24 names of candidates not monitored by INEC. Curiously, INEC published names of candidates not monitored by its state office. In Delta State, where there was a valid Federal High Court judgment served on INEC with specific unequivocal orders of court that disqualified Mr. Sheriff Oborevori and commanded both PDP second defendants and INEC third defendants separately as parties to replace the disqualified Oborevori with the name of Mr. David Edebie. Both PDP and INEC are yet to comply with the orders of the court. Instead, INEC wrote a letter merely to remind PDP of the judgment. The letter completely betrayed INEC's reluctance to enforce the order of the court compared to the content of similar letters circulating in the social media in respect of court orders to PDP in the past. In its letter to the national chairman of PDP dated 27th June 2022 and signed by Rose Oriariara Anthony, secretary to the commission, and entitled Notification of Pending Orders in Suit number FHC/ABJ/CS/807/22 between Dr. Michael Onole Meme and to us versus INEC suit number FHC/ABJ/808/22 between Barrister Nosa Adams and 8 us versus INEC and suit FHC/ABJ/809/22 between Christabel Oeku and 23 us versus INEC and the need to comply with them, INEC said. The commission hereby draws the attention of People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the orders of court arising from the 3 suits listed above. In line with the orders of court, the commission is restrained from accepting and recognizing any list of candidates other than the list containing the names of the plaintiffs as the PDP's duly nominated candidates for the election of the for the election of the seats of a senators representing the senatorial zones of Edo North, Edo South, and Edo Central of Edo State. 9 Federal House of Representatives of Edo State and C. the 24 House of Assembly constituencies across Edo State. Accordingly, the Commission expects the PDP to forward the nomination forms of the respective candidates as ordered by the Federal High Court, Abuja. Please accept the assurance of the Commission's warm regards. As a reminder, last week, Inec again wrote to the PDP National Chairman on 18th July 2022, the letter titled Suit number FHC/ABJ/CS. Alright, my viewers, I told you all can take for now. Thanks and God bless you. Share, subscribe to our channel. Bye for now, please, okay?